The United States of America was founded as a representative democracy over 200 years ago. The Constitution begins with the words, "We the people." That short phrase characterizes the freedoms and responsibilities contained in the remainder of America's most important legal document. The court system is the foundation for the rule of law in our country. Under the Sixth Amendment to the Constitution, every citizen is guaranteed the right to a trial by a jury of their peers. Jury service is both a duty and a privilege. As jurors, citizens come to decisions that may affect the lives of your fellow citizens. When you serve on a jury, another person's life, freedom, or property may depend on your decisions. Being a juror doesn't require special skills, expertise, or education. Your job as a juror is to listen to and observe the evidence presented in a trial to the best of your ability. Together with other jurors, you will determine the truth based on the evidence presented in a case and the instructions given you by the judge. You must be fair, impartial, and willing to keep an open mind. Whether you actually serve on a jury or not, you will receive a small stipend for daily expenses while serving as a juror. An expense check is normally mailed 12 to 14 days after your service is completed. Jurors are paid $15 for the first day of service and $25 for each subsequent day you're required to report to the facility. Employers may pay you while you serve jury duty, but are not required to pay hourly employees when serving. The first day you serve, you must check in with the jury management staff. Checking in confirms your attendance and ensures you receive your juror compensation fee. If selected to serve, the court will confirm your attendance. For those of you who are hearing impaired, the jury staff can assist you to determine if you can be helped by an electronic listening device. Free parking is available in the parking deck on West Trinity Place to the rear of the courthouse. Laptop computers and cell phones are allowed in the jury assembly room. There's Wi-Fi available in the jury assembly room, but there are no public computers available for your use. While serving, you will receive regular breaks and a lunch break. Drink and snack machines are located in the jury assembly room. A snack bar is located on the basement level of the courthouse in the judicial tower. Jurors may also bring food and other snacks. No food or beverages are allowed in the courtroom. Smoking is not permitted in any DeKalb County building or within 20 feet of the entrance to any county facility. Restrooms are located inside the jury assembly room. While serving, jurors are not allowed to enter the DeKalb County Law Library. Cell phone calls can be made from the jury assembly area whenever you are not engaged in official juror activities. If selected to serve, the courtroom deputy will secure all electronic devices for you. These devices will be returned for breaks and at the end of the day. Jurors are randomly selected and assigned to separate panels for each judge. Once a judge is ready to begin a trial, potential jurors will be called in groups and taken to a courtroom for the jury selection process. Lawyers for both sides may ask potential jurors questions about any matters they feel are relevant to juror selection. Some questions may seem personal, but are not intended to embarrass anyone. The purpose of this process is to select the most fair and impartial jury possible. During the questioning process, attorneys will eliminate a number of juror candidates as they work to reach the final jury. If you are not chosen to serve on the jury, the judge will either release you from jury duty or have you return to the jury assembly room where you may be assigned to another case. If you are released, your service will be complete. Final juries are composed of either 6 or 12 people. In some cases, 1 or 2 alternate jurors may be added. The number of final jurors chosen depends on the type of case and the court in which the case is being tried. In DeKalb County, a juror may serve in the Superior Court, State Court, or Probate Court. If you are chosen to serve as a juror, you must serve to the end of the trial. The judge may ask about your ability to serve on a lengthy trial. In the courtroom will be numerous people who will participate in the trial. The trial judge or presiding judge is in charge of the proceedings. The judge will make rulings on matters of law, rule on objections, make decisions about what evidence can be heard, and ensure the trial is fair to all parties. The witness stand is positioned between the judge and the jury, so the judge can observe both the witness and the jury at the same time. All American courts are set up this way. Located near the judge's bench is the court reporter. The court reporter records the testimony and statements made during the trial, word for word. Attorneys and the clients they represent sit at the two tables near the front of the courtroom throughout the trial. The attorneys will present evidence to the jury and will examine evidence presented by the other parties in the trial. Law enforcement personnel may also be present for security purposes. The court bailiffs and jury clerks are non-security staff whose job is to assist the judge and jurors. The bailiffs or jury clerks bring the jury safely to the courtroom and may also perform other functions as directed by the judge. During a trial, jurors may not talk to anyone outside the courtroom about the case. If anyone approaches you about a case, you should report this to your bailiff or jury clerk. Jurors are not allowed to do outside research on a case or to seek information about a case from outside sources like news media, internet sites, chat rooms, or any other source. After the presentation of the evidence, the attorneys will summarize their interpretation of the evidence for the jury. This process is called final arguments. The judge will then issue what is known as the charge to the jury. The charge consists of instructions to jurors explaining the rules of law that will guide you in your deliberations. When jurors begin deliberations, their first task is to select a jury foreperson. The foreperson will help structure deliberations and focus discussion as jurors apply the facts of the law to the evidence in the case and reach their verdict. Once the jury has reached a verdict, the jury foreperson will contact the bailiff. The jury will return to the courtroom as soon as everyone can be assembled for the verdict to be read. After the verdict has been announced, the judge will formally dismiss you from the trial. For many of you, jury duty is an inconvenience, interrupting your personal and work life. The judges appreciate the sacrifices you make in order to serve. Trial by jury is at the heart of the American judicial system. Serving as a juror is an essential part of the judicial process in the United States, and we thank you for your service.